So it seems we've come full circle. The old CX-5 was the car that kicked off Mazda's recent rejuvenation, and with every model in the company's range having been comprehensively updated, we find ourselves cycling back to where it all began. For this new model, Mazda have offered us a glimpse of how their design language is set to evolve over the next few years, and it's certainly quite striking. It's also much bolder than before, with a prominent Mazda logo within a much larger front grille, itself filled with an interesting diamond pattern, while the familiar chrome wing underlines the swept-backed, rather feline headlights. The typical SUV styling cues are all still there, however, such as the black plastic wheel arch and sill extensions, but now the rear end is far more rounded, punctured by taillights with an appealing light signature at night. The tailgate is now power-operated on top-spec models, although we felt it doesn't quite open far enough, so tall drivers risk clouting their heads on it, but it opens to reveal an incredibly practical load space of 506 litres, and with the seats that fold in a 40-20-40 split via handy levers in the boot wall, with everything folded you have an almost flat load floor of 1620 litres. For the interior, Mazda wanted to move things up market and establish the CX-5 as more of a premium product, and to be honest, they've made an excellent job of it. The quality of materials is right up there with the best of them, from the supple leather of the seats and the centre console to the well-judged use of metallic finishes. All models get Mazda's excellent media navigation system as standard, and although the screen can seem a little small at first glance, Mazda have rolled out a new optical bonding process that makes it seem clearer than before. Plus, of course, there's the now familiar rotary controller down by the gear lever. Access to the back seats is easy thanks to doors that open to almost 90 degrees, and once aboard you'll find there's plenty of room in all directions, plus a pair of USB charging ports within the centre armrest. Power comes from a choice of either a 2-litre petrol unit with 165 PS or a 2.2-litre diesel with either 150 or 175 PS. To us, the petrol felt rather lacking in grunt, and at times it needed at least a couple of downshifts just to keep up with traffic, so it's perhaps just as well that it's matched with Mazda's excellent 6-speed manual gearbox, complete with the sweetest gearshift action this side of an MX-5. By contrast, the 2.2 diesel is an absolute peach. There's tons of torque, very little in the way of lag, power doesn't drop off a cliff as you reach the upper end of the rev counter, and it stays remarkably smooth no matter how hard you work it. The only real frustration as far as drivetrains are concerned is that Mazda might not let you order what you want. For instance, you can't have a petrol engine with all-wheel drive or an automatic transmission, nor can you add the optional safety pack to anything other than a Sport Nav diesel, while radar cruise control is available only on one range-topping model, and even then, inexplicably, not with the lighter stone leather. That's just weird. However, with that whinge out of the way, I can tell you that the new CX-5 rides incredibly well. There is a certain tautness to it, just enough to keep you informed about what's going on underneath, but never enough to make you grow tired of it. In truth, it's all very well judged, and the fact it's been backed up by excellent wind and road noise insulation makes the CX-5 a perfect companion for a long journey. What we like about the CX-5 more than anything else, though, is that Mazda spent ages getting the details right. Whether that's the way the cargo cover gets out of your way automatically when you open the tailgate, the way the temperature controls click as you turn them, or the way the stubby gear lever feels in your hand. It's this kind of attention to detail that makes a car a joy to live with. Or, to put it another way, if Mazda obsessed about something as simple as a temperature control, imagine what they did when it came to something really important.